What is an immigration status, and how is it determined? Imagine walking into a country and being given a special card that tells everyone how you are allowed to stay. That card is what we call your immigration status. It shows whether you are a citizen, a permanent resident, a visitor, or without legal permission. This status is important because it decides what rights you have and what you are allowed to do while living in the United States. Your immigration status is set by the government based on the permission they give you to be in the country. The main types are citizen, lawful permanent resident, nonimmigrant, and undocumented immigrant. Citizens are either born in the United States or have gone through the process to become naturalized. They can vote, get a U.S. passport, and work in most jobs. Lawful permanent residents, often called green card holders, are allowed to live in the U.S. permanently. They get a green card that proves their status. After 5 years, they can apply to become citizens if they want. They can work and access many social services, but they cannot vote. Non-immigrants are people who come to the U.S. for a short time. They might visit for tourism, study at a university, or work temporarily. Their stay depends on the type of visa they have, like a tourist visa or a student visa. They must leave when their visa expires unless they change their status. Undocumented immigrants are those who live in the U.S. without legal permission. They might have entered illegally or stayed after their visa expired. They usually cannot access many government benefits and face the risk of being asked to leave the country. The process of determining someone's immigration status involves several steps. It is managed mainly by the Department of Homeland Security and its agency called U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. People usually apply for a change of status or renewal by submitting forms and providing proof of their eligibility. Sometimes, they need to attend interviews or hearings. Factors that influence how someone's status is decided include why they are in the country, how long they plan to stay, and if they meet the rules. For example, someone might start as a visitor and later apply to become a permanent resident if they find a job or family member to sponsor them. They also need to pass background checks and show they are admissible under U.S. laws. Knowing about immigration status helps us understand the makeup of the population. It affects how many people work, go to school, or access health care. It also shows migration patterns and how diverse the country is. In short, immigration status is a legal label that tells us how someone is allowed to live in the United States. It is based on permissions given by the government and determines what rights a person has while living here. This system shapes the country's demographic makeup and influences migration trends across the nation.